Okay, now the 4 building blocks. Now we know what our maintenance maturity looks like. Hopefully we got that. We know what it's bringing you, what's the value. And now let's talk about a little bit of the building blocks that gets you there. Okay, so we have identified 4 main building blocks that's going to help you grow, that you can build plans around, right? So some of these building blocks you may be strong in, some of these building blocks may be an area of improvement, but ultimately we broke it down to these 4. People, also culture, processes and procedures, number 2, system and tools, and data, right? So I'm going to go through the first 2, people and process, and then I will hand it over to Ultimo. Your route will pass, we'll go through the 3 and 4. All right. One thing that I think is very important to note is that these all work together. Okay. So if you have the right people, but you have a very poor process, or you have the right tools, but you don't have a process to implement into the tools, or you have poor data, I mean, these things can hold you back, right? So you need to kind of grow in all of them. So it's key to identify maybe where's the weakest area where you need to make the most amount of growth, or where you're the strongest. It's important that all of these work together to grow up that maintenance maturity. I hope that makes sense. We have that visual of a Jenga, right? So you pull out that one building block of tools or system and technology, and it can all fall, right? Your processes can't get implemented. You don't have good data outputs. So now you are moving down the maintenance maturity, right? You have a great Jenga set up, but then you pull out that culture and people, you have heavy layoffs, you don't implement or sustain that culture. And again, you have it fall, things start to crumble, the process gets weak, nobody's implementing it or sustaining it. So they all have to work together, right? You really have to grow in all 3 of these building blocks in order to move up that and advance your maintenance maturity.